welcome. It's the beginning of the end, and that feels strange for me to say. I'm not very good with goodbyes. Maybe this isn't goodbye, but how are you feeling about the end of Sum 41?
I mean, how many hours do you have?
We don't have that much time. We could talk after this a little bit more.
Yeah.
I mean, because it's been such a long time for you. It's been your whole life. This is all you've ever known.
I feel like it's going to hit more in like a month when we're supposed to kind of go back on tour, because we normally go out for a couple weeks or 5 weeks, whatever, come home for a couple weeks, then go back out. So I feel like come March, I'm going to be like, oh, Chris, when's the next tour dates? And then they're not going to be there. And that's probably when it's going to hit.
Yeah.
Yesterday just kind of felt like another Toronto show, like the
that's true.
anxious Toronto show.
Don't tell the fans that.
No, not just another Toronto show, but like the anxiousness of playing at home, of like people calling you for guest list 10 minutes before doors, stuff like that.
They still were, even as the second to last show ever. Yeah, classic after all this time. Yeah, so it's been a big buildup. You know, like 18 months ago, we hear that the band is wrapping things up, and then you got like a whole world tour, the tour of the Setting Sun. You know, you're doing it across Canada. How were these last shows for you across Canada as a whole?
These have been wild. I mean, we're playing in these arenas that we've never been able to play during our career as Sum 41.
Rude.
Yeah, right?
So rude.
Yeah.
Just not enough people came. So
yeah, there we go. Yeah. But then, you know, like we're being handed jerseys by, you know, reps from these arenas, and it's wild. It's such a nice way to go out, and doing it at home especially is important because Canada didn't necessarily catch on at first. So this was one of those countries that we kind of had to work and become a part of, even though we were from here. And then, of course, when you talk to Canadians, they're like, oh, yeah, Sum 41, they're Canadian, for sure. Meanwhile, in the beginning, it was like, those guys are the worst.
So you feel like you had to grind it out a little extra harder than maybe some other Canadian bands?
Yeah, it feels a little rewarding because of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell me about London. I saw a video online. You have deep roots in London. What was that last show there for you like?
Yeah, we played London a lot. Like, there's a place called Call the Office, and it was like, I don't know, 200 cap?
I don't
150
even know.
cap.
Yeah,
but we used to
like
play
that.
there all the time. The owner, Tony, would always have us open for bands. It's closed now, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But we filmed a DVD there in 2005 too. So we've been going there for a long time. Like we always did the 401 tour. So like the Kingston to Coburg. We'd play Coburg, Oshawa, Guelph, out to London, Windsor. So yeah, it always seemed like London was always on the tour schedule for us.
Yeah,
back in like our van days.
Great shows there with like Less Than Jake, Down by Law, just a lot of bands that we grew up with from Orange County that would come and play that place.
I got busted for a fake ID there once.
Oh, let's hear about that story. You have time for that, Cone?
I'll make it quick. So it was the first time I played Call the Office with the band. I just joined the band, and I had this. I was 18, turning 19 a couple months. And so someone at the high school, we kind of looked alike, and he was 19. So he gave it to me. I was using it all around Ajax, no problem. Tony, the owner of Call the Office, checked it and wasn't convinced, so he asked for more ID, like a library card or something. I didn't have anything. Knew it was fake, started screaming at me in front of the whole line of people outside, chased me up the stairs to the dressing room. I think he threw a water bottle at me, too, as I was running up the stairs. Took my fake ID, so I didn't even have a fake ID anymore. And these guys were so bummed. They're like, oh, my God, we're never playing Call the Office again.
We're like, our career is over. What did you do to us? We just got this guy in the band like 2 days ago.
And have you ever said, hey, thanks for nothing? That didn't really do anything. You couldn't stop us.
He reminds us all the time.
Yeah.
For those 6 months, I couldn't drink illegally. That sucked.
Well, you made up for it, maybe, with the constant touring and performing and the partying, the mischief, the pranks. Is there, I mean, I don't mean this lightly, is there one thing that you're going to miss about Sum 41?
No, there's lots, I think.
Yeah. I mean, the first thing that always comes to mind is like just being together, almost not really on vacation because you're doing work, but it's like, I don't know, there's something between the five of us that I don't really have with anybody else in the world. So for me, it's like, it's just missing that being around each other and
And the shows too, because we've been playing together for so long, and it's like we're pretty calm people off stage. Like people are like, "Wow, you're like a completely different person when you're on stage." But it's something about the 5 of us when we get on stage. It's just like this thing.
You feed off each other.
And I'll definitely miss that.
Have you had any offers not to call it quits? You know, like when you resign at a job, which you've maybe not experienced this before, you resign and then you're hoping they come back at you with like a counter. No counters?
It's crazy.
Nobody's...
It's like probably 70-30 in favor of us calling quits. So a lot of people have been like, here's money
there are
to
people,
stop.
right?
Yeah.
That's why you're tapping in.
It is weird. I heard Derek say this a couple weeks ago. He said that we have had offers to do festivals this summer. Like, what the band?
Why is he telling you that?
I'm like, I didn't know that. Maybe we should reconsider.
Cone, I don't know how to tell you this. The 4 of us are doing festivals. So,
Imagine this is where you find out. Ooh,
oh,
track.
Or I find out, yeah.
Well, you got more things to do. You got the final show in Toronto, and on Friday, you're being given the greatest honor possible by Ajax, right? So they renamed Falby Court Some 41 Way. They got a whole photo op of your family members. Who's in the photos?
Oh, those are our parents.
That was our parents. Yeah, my mom, Dave's mom, Derek's grandparents.
Derek's grandparents.
Yeah, Nana and Pop. Yeah.
I didn't even know that was happening.
You didn't know?
Neither did I, yeah.
So it's a surprise. Where did you find out?
Instagram.
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then my mom sent me the photo. Like, look what we did. I'm like, that's cool, Mom.
My mom still hasn't sent me the photo
Real
or
cool,
talked to
Mom.
me about it. Yeah,
What?
yeah.
She hasn't?
No, not at all.
She's in the pic.
I realize that.
Okay. Well, I'm glad someone told you ahead of Friday, because what's happening Friday, after the last show, they're going to do a special event.
Well, we're getting the
it's a
key to the
Q&A.
city.
Yeah, maybe they didn't even tell you. You're actually getting a key to the city?
Are we supposed to, Chris, are we supposed to say that? Okay, yeah. We're getting the key to the city of Ajax, which...
I intend to join some of those council meetings.
Good.
Yeah.
That was going to be one of my next questions. The question you probably despise the most that I'm going to ask anyways, because that's just what I do. What is next? So is it politics? Are you going to be on Facebook Marketplace teaching guitar lessons? Could I find you there? Because I think that would be a really great thing for me personally, and this is all about me, obviously.
You got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
So, yeah, FBM for sure.
For me, I haven't thought about it much.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to just end this and relax and not be stressed out about, February 1st, I got to find something.
I think I'm worried about you guys. Do you have a plan for February 1st? Because I was like, maybe this year you're going to have like a big hangover of the whole thing, like right after the last shows, the Ajax thing. Although you will be at the Junos at the end of March, right? It's just like February 1st. Do you need me to phone you and check in, mental wellness check or something like that? See how you are.
Maybe.
Yeah, go for it. Durham's small, so you'll just be able to step on
Just
your
yell
yell
out
out.
your door.
Yeah, you'll be great.
Rounds out.
Yeah.
What about memoir? The Cone memoir. Yes, it was infected. Will we be expecting that anytime soon? Other musical projects, the Operation MD revival tour when? The Brown Brigade revival tour when?
We should tour
I
together.
actually just saw the Brown Brigade guys last night, which was kind of cool. Yeah, it was
They
nice
wasted no time getting a hold of you.
Yeah, they were like, when are we going back in the studio? Yeah, no, I mean, honestly, right now, we'll just continue on with things that we're already doing, voiceovers for me and, radio shows for you.
And we've been doing music for so long
Yeah.
that it's hard to imagine like any of us won't do music again.
Right.
So I think something will happen, but nothing's really in stone or anything yet.
Not like a total reinvention of yourself.
We didn't go to college either. So
Yeah,
we don't
so
have a backup plan.
We are we're out
Never too
without
late.
a paddle.
What wouldn't be a mature student or go back to school?
Mid-40-year-olds.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we'll do like a little back to
Rodney
school
Dangerfield.
reality show.
Billy
You know what I mean?
Madison.
Yeah.
Well, I'm really grateful that you both could join us here today. Just really celebrating a momentous career, spanning 30 years. And we're going to see you at the Canadian Music Hall of Fame, March 30th at the Junos in Vancouver. Are you performing there as well?
We are, yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay. What was that like being told that you're getting inducted?
I almost felt like, are we old enough to be in the Hall of Fame? But I'm like, everyone's
Are
like,
you supposed to be
you are
really
in your
old?
mid-40s now. You are old.
I like that they have to tell you.
Yeah, and the nice thing was that it was an old buddy of ours that headed up the whole thing. A guy named Brian Columbus that we've known for a while. So
Shout out Brian Columbus.
absolutely,
Thank you.
good human being.
Well, congrats on that as well, and looking forward to seeing you there on March 30th. Thank you so much. Truly appreciate it. We're not worthy. Bow down. All these accolades, you deserve them all. And I want you to know with everything, I won't let this go. These These words are my heart and soul. I'll hold on to this moment, you know, 'cause you bled your hearts at those shows, and I won't let go.
There we go. Don't even auto-tune it. That was beautiful. Thank you.
No auto-tune necessary.
Thank you.
Thank you.